Welcome back everybody, Connor here, back with another Menesis trading card video, and today we're going to be discussing one of the two starter decks that you can buy right now on the GameCrafter.com for the Menesis trading card game. Is either the Gormlin Rampage starter deck. This is the deck if you want to go more of the combo playing strategy and using armor monsters, or you could go with the Cuzzle Experiment deck, which will go more along the lines of using the combo mechanic as their strategy and also just spamming the board. Both decks are really good at that, so if you want to go more with the combo monsters, get with this one, or go with the one we're going to be discussing right now to go more with the union playing strategy. You could go with the Gormlin Rampage starter deck, which I love the cards in both decks, and I still love the art on all the things that printed on the Game Crafter, even though this is a little, uneven on the sides right here. And this is the regular Gormlin, Bomber Gormlin, and Little Gormlin. And there's really not much on the sides, just the name. And then on the back, it tells you what is contained inside the box. So the starter deck contains 54 cards, and you're guaranteed to get all of these rarities. They're not random cards like the booster pack would be. You're guaranteed to get all these cards. So there's 2 extremely rare cards, 4 really rare cards, 7 rares, 10 uncommons, and 31 common cards. And you can power up your Gormlin army using armor monsters and learn the basics of union playing with the Menesis trading card, with the Menesis starter deck, Gormlin Rampage. And I for the longest time, I couldn't come up what to put on the back. So let's open it up. Now it does come with a booklet, but my friend currently has it right now because I went to show him all my cards and stuff, and he put the booklet in his pocket. And so it does come with a booklet, just to let you know, but it doesn't have it in here, a condensed version of the rules. And it comes with 54 cards. They all look pretty nice. So we're going to start with the first card you can see right here. I'm going to briefly describe what each card does, not to make this video super long. So your engine of the deck, your main focus, well, not your main focus, but the most important card is the Gormlin, which he is your searcher. You search for any Gormlin monster besides himself, and you could union play with him with monsters in your hand. He's a really great card, and going +1 is always great. Little Gormlin, he is one of the monsters. It just gets whenever he's played, he gets to play another Gormlin monster from your hand. So that way you can easily go into combo plays. Union plays, I mean. So we got one bomber Gormlin, which he's one of those luck-based cards. You roll a dice to activate one of his 3 effects. He can either blow himself up, one of your opponent's cards, or draw a card. We got pretty Gormlin. I know she's kind of ugly, but whenever she is normal played, you target one monster your opponent controls, and its life bars are reduced to 1. So essentially, you get to get rid of one of your opponent's monsters for free. Gormlin Jester, and also a newer addition, just to let you know, to the cards to balance out against the Cuzzle deck. I had to make their version of the Pumpkin Cuzzle. That's their version of that. You pretty much get to play a monster from your discard pile by destroying an armor monster you control in your weapon card zone, which the one you're most likely going to be destroying is Broken Gormlin Bot. And whenever he's destroyed in your weapon card zone, he comes back from the discard pile by paying 2 energy. So if the monster he's attached to, just leaves... Oh, dogs. So if the monster he's attached to leaves the field, he comes back, or if you destroy him with Jester, he comes back. Pretty nifty effect. So we got 3 Gormlin bots. Whenever one of them is destroyed by battle, you get to play 2 of them from your hand or deck, and you pay 3 energy for each, or 2, or something like that. So you get to protect yourself for a little while. And this one's a pretty strong card. The second, well, he's tied with another card with the strongest base attack for a 5 life bar monster. So this card cannot attack the turn it's played. Pretty balanced. Whenever a Gormlin monster you control is attacked and this card's in your hand, you discard it to negate the attack. He's a shield, so that's what he would do. Oh, we got a Gormlin Cuzzle here. We got a Cuzzle appearing. You special play this one from your hand by destroying a Cuzzle card you control. So your best target would be to destroy this one. So a little tidbit there. We got the Gormlin King. He requires 2 sacrifices to play him. And whenever he is sacrifice played only, you get to destroy one weapon card for every weapon card. Destroy one weapon card for every Gormlin monster sacrificed to sacrifice play him. Gormlins have a lot of ways to get rid of monsters, but not so many ways to get rid of weapon cards, so that's why he has that effect. We have Gormlin Wizard, which whenever this card attacks, you can exile up to 2 Gormlin cards in your discard pile, and he'll gain 2 power bars on his standard attack until the end of the turn. So essentially, you'll be able to kill any monster with 5 or less life bars, 4 or 5 in one go for free. Really good card. And I'll show you a card combo with him later as well. We got 3 Humongo the Gormlin. I think one of the strongest non-effect monsters. He has 5 life bars, 2 power bars, and a 4 power bar standard attack. And what I tried to do with the non-effect monsters, instead of paying 2 energy to do the 4 damage, he's only playing 1. And we got 3 Slasher Gormlin. He's a slightly, weaker version of Humongo. And we got Gormlin Spirit. Whenever he's attacked, he's an armor monster, so you get to play him as a monster card or in your weapon card zone as an attachment weapon card. And whenever he's attached to a monster, that monster that he's attached to gains 2 power bars on all its special attacks. And when it destroys a monster, your opponent loses 3 energy by battle. And we got Gormlin Shadow, which is just pretty much the little Gormlin in reverse. The attached monster gains the effect whenever he's attached to it. He could destroy him. It could destroy itself and a monster your opponent controls. So he's essentially a 2-for-1 to get rid of a monster. All right, so we got. You can only now these cards. Pretty much most of these cards you can only get in this booster pack, this starter deck. You can't get any of these in the in the booster pack. Gargoyle Gormlin. What you can do is you destroy 1 Gormlin card you control to search 1 armor monster in your discard pile, add it to your hand. So you could destroy himself and add one of these, or Broken Gormlin, most likely Broken Broad Gormlin. Tentacle Gormlin, one of my favorite ones right here. He has 2 effects. Essentially, you can move an armor monster from your weapon card zone to the monster zone, or monster zone to your weapon card zone. You can only do 1 effect once per turn. Now this card is so good. I love this card. He's my favorite one of the whole deck. I just love his art, and he's an extremely rare, only be able to get in the starter deck. He's a 10, and he's a generic monster, so you can play it in any of your cards' second deck. So combo and union monsters, your opponent control can't attack. So it lets your opponent not be able to attack if you're playing against the Cuzzle deck. They won't be able to attack with their combo monsters. We got a Pirate Cuzzle to gain energy. And we got the Busted Gormlin's Uniting card. When you activate this card, you pay 5 energy, and you play a normal monster from your deck, and you attach it with an armor monster from your deck to it. But you can't normally play the turn you activate it. So you get a monster, not for free, but if you don't have any monster cards, this definitely kind of gets your engine going. But the down part is you can't normal play the turn you activate it. But you can still sacrifice play. Remember that. Giant Explosion destroys all your opponent's monsters when it attacks. Alien Abduction returns a card to their hand. And we got 1 Force Field. It's a permanent for 2 turns. Your monsters can be attacked by your opponent. Healing Hearts restores all life or life bars. Shark Bait, which I should have put this in the Cuzzle deck. But pretty much, you can only, I think it says, you can only activate it at the beginning of your opponent's attack phase. And your opponent can only attack the monster with the highest life bars or life that you control. Energy Revival, which should have 2 of them. Energy Revival to gain more energy. Atomic Bomb Explosion to get rid of all the monsters. Counterpunch, when your opponent attacks, their highest monster with the life bars or life gets destroyed. 2 Magical Lamp to bring back your Jester or any Gormlin that could be normal played. Lock on Target, destroy one of your opponent's monsters. You give them 10 energy. Another Healing Hearts. Broken Crate to draw a card. Monster Virus, really crappy card, really situational. But I love the art though, and there's going to be some virus cards coming in the future. So if you'd like this kind of art style, just wait a few more sets, and you're going to get some virus cards like Chickenpox and things like that. But whenever a monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effects, you destroy cards, your monsters your opponent control with the same original life bars as that monster. So very situational. Bear Trap, and then the last one, Stop Says the Cop. And there you go. That's all the cards that you get in this deck automatically. This is a really good deck. It can be really fast. If you don't want to buy any of the booster packs or anything, you can hurry. You can just buy this and you have a deck ready to go. Really good deck. It's good to play, to learn with, to play against your friend with like the other deck or just two of these against each other. Really fun to play. So before we go, I want to show you a quick combo tutorial that I think would be nice to know, just to do a little cheesy play, you know. It would end with Tentacool Gormlin and then Gormlin Spirit, or any armor monster, essentially, whichever one you want to search. This is the one you're most likely going to search. So it's only a 2-card combo. You have to search, you have to start with Gormlin, and then in your hand have with it Gormlin Wizard or Gormlin Shadow. Whichever one you don't have, you just search with the Gormlin effect. So let's say we started for some reason with only 2 cards. And this is our hand. We got Gormlin and Gormlin Wizard. We're going to normal play Gormlin and use his effect to search Gormlin Spirit by paying 3 energy. And then his other effect is that you can union play with him and use use the union components in your hand as well. So you use Gormlin Wizard, you send it to the discard pile, and you normal play Tentacool Gormlin. And then you attach it with Gormlin Spirit, use its effect, pay some of its life, and he comes to your monster card zone. So that's why you play. That's why I have 2 Gormlin Wizards and 2 Spirits for you to do that little combo. It's not anything that'll get rid of your opponent's monsters. It's just a good way to get 2 monsters on board and one that's really powerful. So that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and as always, thanks for watching. And if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button, and if you're new here and are not subscribed yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button. That's it for me, and I will see you guys next time on my next video. Connor out.